Hello there, everyone. Welcome back to Humankind. This is GoodGuyPalps, and let's go ahead and just dive right into episode 2. Hopefully, the audio issues that I noticed earlier are fixed. The mic's been acting a little weird since from recent updates, but regardless, we're doing okay. I think we did. Oh snap! Okay, that's unacceptable. I feel like I like war in this game more than I care to admit. We were going to put down an outpost right there. They beat us to it. However, we could take this fight and prevent it, I think. Well, if we joined in, I think we don't quite get to. They're out of movement. That's gonna take them 2 turns.
Attack!
Retreated.
Will do. Forward!
It's gonna take 8 turns to ransack. We want that, so we're gonna kind of fight over that uncontested land, or fight over that flame land. I should say it is definitely contested. More resources to claim. I'd like to try and box them in as much as possible. Let's see. We now have this unit. Also, Scout is also a veteran. That's good to know. And here is another. We agree to trade, and it's like we could just start pillaging all of them. What would that take? 8 turns. It is tempting. Although I don't really see the point of it. I'd rather just come claim this. We're up to 194. It's gonna take 7 turns, so I think we'll go ahead and just turn this into a city. Pretty cool that that's instant. That's not how it used to work. And now we could spend the 30 here to claim this territory as well, which makes a lot of sense. How are we doing on stability here in our new city here? Stability, 80%, that's not bad. I'd like to get this put in immediately. Let's actually just attach this. Now it'll go down to 60, that's not bad because we can build another stone ring. Let's grab this. Ooh, plus 10 food. I'll build probably 2 of those. Build them in each territory. We spent pretty much all our influence, but we will get more. Now that's sped up to 2 turns. So we have more units there.
No fear.
We ransacked that. Continue to just scout this out. We can't probably do this because it would cost war, right? Keepers of the Creed. An unexpected rivalry has erupted between 2 temples in Harappa, each representing a different sect of Harappan shamanism. One temple argues that religion matters should be left in the hands of dispassionate men, while the other contends that only women with their capacity for nurturing life possess the necessary understanding of these affairs. These quarrels must stop before your inhabitants start fighting with each other. Who should be your religious leaders? That is a good question. We could go towards traditionalism and choose men. Only men will lead the ceremonies. Women, also towards traditionalism, or towards tradition, or all. And move us towards learning. Now we already are towards learning a bit. I think I'm going to choose men for fun, because I never chose that in the betas. I have no idea what it does, other than move us towards tradition. So what's their goal here? They just kind of like go back and forth and try to claim the outpost again. Right, once we're done ransacking. That calendar research. Oh, sweet. Artisans quarter. We're gonna definitely grab that. Let's up here. This is their actual borders. Oh, there's a lot of resources in these isn't a city. I'm able to go ransack it though. Cultural blessing on main plaza would just give us stability, would be pretty great. Or plus influence on main plaza gives us a lot more influence, would be pretty nice. More districts, slightly, or more. I think we wanted the influence. We're getting a lot of influence per turn. How long until we ransack this? 2 turns. See, I think we'll have enough.
They say alloys are stronger than pure metals. I guess we're going to see how far that metaphor applies to human society.
Let's choose our tech. Let's grab city defense. I think that makes the most sense right now. And then probably... actually, you know what? Maybe masonry makes more sense. We can start using forced labor. City defense is good, though. If we do start a war here, we are causing a lot of grievances. Alright, so treaties. We have received military non-aggression pact. So what is a non-aggression pact? Oopsie. Aggressive actions of any kind between the parties are entirely forbidden. I'm gonna say refuse.
I would not inflict this.
Because we, at least till we finish this.
We'll stay here.
I want to turn. I want to turn this into our capital someday. And we want to own all of these 3 territories. And these can be owned by the city. Let's go join together here. Let's ransack. Let's take 4 turns. This will be done next turn. And beautiful. Let's actually bring this archer forward. If we're tolerating skirmishes, maybe we can just go eliminate this unit anyways. Up to 4 pop in the city. Very nice. Turn here. Research city defense. Get warriors. I think we'd like to go for masonry now. Although fishing is tempting to start getting some harbors in place. They give us a lot of food. Bronze working also would be really good. We have copper. Let's grab masonry though.
Off we go.
Alright, so we did that. Now we can throw down an outpost. 916 is what it recommends. I think that's where we'll just put it. So we're going to put it 4. And we are doing this, and that will be done in 3 turns. Ooh, gold. Yes. We're definitely in trouble. Yeah, the AI on this difficulty hasn't been doing so hot. I wonder we just need to increase it later. I guess we'll figure out as we go. Take a look here. We have made this outpost. It'll be done in a few turns. Already is done. Convenient. We don't necessarily want to attach it yet because we're already going down to 45 stability. We did just complete that. This could be good. We have a lot of things to throw down there. I think that almost means we want this. Maybe we actually grab this to increase our stability real fast. And then we're not even close. Oh, agrarian. Trigger migration of territories. Yes. Let's do that. It increases our population. Love it. Increase the population of this city to 6. Get this to increase our stability. This is also really good. This is good. We'd like all of these, to be honest. might want to. We need a lot. We need these districts. We need all of these infrastructures. But to build more districts, we need this for sure. Can't attach this. It would also diminish our stability by quite a bit. We could start using our influence though to put in some of these, which I think actually makes a lot of sense. Nubians already began trading for that luxury resource. So good for them. Despite the fact that we are pillaging their districts. I don't want to join together here. I'd like to instead continue to explore. Let's bring our scouts this way and bring our here and put them to sleep. Gold there, very nice. I don't know if it was worth. We're getting a lot of gold actually, so I think it was worth putting that resource there. Also, it's nice that we can see maybe to special interest. That is pretty cool. One turn, that's done. We'll probably slap an outpost down there once we can. Oh wait, hold on.
Understood.
Curiosity. 20 gold.
Come over here.
Explore. Leadership, we don't have the civics needed, so it's why it's telling us that the archery, yeah, we're just going to sentry. Not in the best defensive position, but we don't want them just to start ransacking that. The struggle for dominion. Again, it takes 94. Plus 1 city cap, plus 25 stability on the capital. Normally I would take that, but our capital's in a terrible place. And we do have 2 cities, so plus 1.
Devotion and respect for authority. Good.
Alright, we got a holy
Just be
site.
careful of fanaticism.
Now with that, you know what? We actually need to claim some territories down here as well, so that we can start growing this city a bit. And these resources worked on. Now, we don't have any horses. I don't know why it's telling us we can do that. I want to just throw out one of these units real fast, so we can throw down some territories down here. On the other hand, would it be worth? Are we getting the horses because of? Melee Pathfinder ignores movement penalties in forest. Yeah, we'll take our hunter. Faster too. I thought I said skip station. Oh, okay. Okay, so now we destroyed that. We want to probably throw this down. 14-7. There's gold in this place. 11-8. 16-5. 14-6. 14-7. Up on the hill is more defensible. 7-8. 11-8. Yeah, it really is the best place to be honest. Other than the fact that maybe 10-9 is slightly better.
Okay.
Throw down an outpost here. The Nubians also purchased this, which is pretty hilarious.
Over this way. Off we go.
Turn. Let's grab these curiosities.
Follow me.
My characters disappeared
Right.
because we claimed territory. Although it'll take 2 turns. Oh, we got Old Horde 40 gold. Very nice.
Yes. We'll wait here.
Let's heal up those units for now. Yeah, we need it. Let's pump the gold. We have the gold here. Let's just finish that public fountain. Stability is going up now. Flood irrigation makes a lot of sense. Because we're going to get more food on all these runner tiles, so we have quite a few. Let's bring this runner. We don't have actually. How much does it cost? For 25. Oh, because it's so close to our capital. Where would we like to put it? 13.4 doesn't recommend any places. 10.10 is pretty solid. 10.8. 13.6. Any river tiles in here? Not really. Oh, hey. 22 and 2 is really good. That is solid, actually. It take 14 turns. Why? 22 food, though, is really good.
Do.
14. That is a long time to take it out to create an outpost. All right, so it'll take some time to create that. So in the meantime, let's grab some of these things. Lumber. Masonry is research. We now have forced labor and stoneworks. We could use forced labor, but -6 is pretty pricey. All right. Lots of curiosities here.
Yes.
Maybe there was one on this river.
Mm-hmm.
They're claiming this coastline. Again, we kind of want to try and box them in as much as we can. An outpost here. 22.6. This is a lot. Let's go this way and potentially claim this region. This explore. Let's go actually explore our whole region here that we haven't even seen. And I think I'd like to grab fishing. We have an event here. The last of their line. Alright, so this is the eunuchs thing. In Mohenjo-Daro, many servants from the city's palace have been castrated at the command of the local ruler. These eunuchs are believed to be more loyal. They are said to play a number of roles, from courtier to singer to guard. What is your view on the matter? Accept. Moves us towards individualism. Punish. We get forced labor. The stability was a little bit painful. Locked down, we get more stability, but we lose industry. We accept. Not really go in either direction. Our stability's okay, but we don't really want to punish it. I'm going to use the gold to finish flood or irrigation. And that way we can start putting in these. Plus 20 food is absolutely golden. Okay, we've got 20 gold. Now let's go here.
Come over here.
Who did I send? These guys. I want to put an outpost in. We have 23.7, 22.6. Let's see. This region hasn't been claimed, to be honest. $18.6 is pretty solid. 17.4. I'm gonna go put it up here, 14.4, and then build. Maybe turn this into a city eventually. Turn. Get another acid star. Get another. Okay, beautiful. We're really growing the empire here, trying to cut off the Nubians.
Yes, sir.
be worth claiming this territory just to finish cutting them off. Though they can still go through our territories. He doesn't quite do it perfectly. Oh, what do you know? We literally have horses here. That is hilarious. Let's go just to the end here to see if we can see the world. A game of prophecy. So there's a game in one of our cities. Silence. Oh, because it prophesied. That's right. The game is reckoned to be a form of divination as well. Entertainment chaos can be heard as the game's prophecy became clear. You are fated to lose everything. What will you do? Silence the people. Cost 80 gold. Defiant. Overlook it, and we get -5 stability or superstitious -2 signs. We're gonna pay for silence. Both of those things are not good. Now, they are a vassal. I like that it's like dark empire.
Sovereign, how can I help you?
Their war support's actually pretty high. I'm tempted to try and do a non-aggression pact now. Accept. There's war support's high. We kind of want to focus on our ability to grow now. Look at all these demands. Or their grievances. They haven't made any demands. Let's wait 5 turns to do anything else. Now we could trade now. So they are buying some things from us. Now the tea would give us more stability on food. Obsidian's going to give us industry. Let's see. We can't buy either. Why not? Can't afford to buy a trade license. Interesting. It's going to take a few turns, so let's go claim this while we can. This has 36 influence, which we have. Let's go throw that on the gold. Ooh, curiosity. A warriors regiment? Let's go. Let's go send these warriors up here.
Acknowledged.
Machine research gave us some science and a ton of influence. So we'll throw down all of these outposts everywhere we can. It's so cheap. However, we want to probably get these guys to here and then put an outpost there. Well, these outposts here are pretty beneficial. Let's go send them, bring them into here. And throw an outpost down. Although this is a pretty good spot as well. 614, 912, 614. All these territories while we can. The canal network is 2 turns away. The stability is actually pretty decent. 16 food is not bad. 2, 2, 1, 2. Again, those are pretty solid. The lumber yard also very good. With the animal barns, it's actually, once we finish this, let's throw in the animal barns to give us more food. That's fine. Let's just finish the horse ranch and yard. Now with the canal network coming in, plus 11, or we could throw down a maker's quarter somewhere in here. Plus 4 is terrible. Makes me think we actually want to do. I want to get that maker's quarter probably around these mountains. John Mountain, Stonefield, Rockyfield. We probably want this first. This doesn't hurt either. Now let's finish the canal district and see what we do after that. Alright, so we looked how far we could see. Did the same thing there. Science is actually moving thanks to the exploration. It has really subsidized our science. We haven't needed to go towards writing yet. Roads. I think I would like roads. I'd like bronze working coal. I want to go bronze where we can get copper from the place up here, as well as trade it. Merchant star was unlocked. Okay. Our fame is quite high. Interesting. Oh, and we can go to the next era. Interesting. The question: we only have 2 cities, which is our city cap. So we definitely. Although we could throw. The question is, we don't want to advance until we maybe have another city that is working on. That has the canal, right? We also probably want to throw a canal down here. That's probably not going to happen. The question is, do we want to continue to get population growth or work on production? Or just work on claiming territories, right? Maybe we want to work on a aesthete. Culture next. We can't really go wrong. Anything that means we pay for this to finish it. We potential. Let's kind of move on. This is gonna take. This already is. Ooh, can this turn into a city? Where is this at? Probably the ideal place for another city. I probably want one over here. Maybe right. Maybe even this far. It costs 510. We don't have near enough influence to make another city. Especially if we use our civic to enact small council. +1 city cap. Definitely want to make another city though. I think that's for sure. This is a decent place to do that city. It's very defensible up here on this kind of like cliff. Also take this region if my daughter takes this, even this. Right, this city could take all of this. Kind of debatable. Claim all of these curiosities. Would have been wise to divvy these guys up, actually.
That's not possible.
Until next turn. Here in the city, we completed our canal districts here. Building units could be wise. Building fortifications, pottery workshop could be wise. 2 food per farmers. Farmer's quarter. Of course, we have a lot of forest. I think we probably want to claim both of them. Now we could say remind me later. And then if we do that, essentially we save up to turn this into a city. And we'd also need to come here. And we do definitely want to increase our city cap.
Most problems eventually yield to the onslaught of more brains.
And to turn this into a city, this will take a couple turns. Right? This will take 510. So we need to save up our influence. So we're gonna end the turn. We're gonna choose a culture soon, but not yet. Agrarian star.
Follow me.
Gold is good, but I wish we were getting more.
Let's go.
We have 10 influence. It's not bad. Not a bad place for a city here. This is actually a great place, this region. It's pretty well defended. Also has a great river. Question is, how long do we want to wait to move on to the next era, though?
Let's do this. Over this way.
Nice. That is the question. I think we just turned this into the city. It's not the best, but at least we get it claimed.
We'll stay here.
Oh, nice. There is a pearl deposit. Okay. This location actually turned out to be pretty good. You just couldn't see it. What's the event here? Land of the Dead. For hundreds of years, the dead of Harappa have been laid to rest in burial sites within or close to the city's borders. Now, however, with a fast rising population and many dying every moon, these sites are becoming overcrowded. Future burials could lead to disease as corpses await processing. Cremation might be a wiser choice. What is your decree? Forced labor. I'm sure that's going to give us a lot of production. Losing some stability. How are we doing on stability? Let's see. Very high, so there's no problem with that. 10 production's pretty good. Plus 10 food. Plus on land unit and on naval unit. Neither are great. Fanatical, giving us lots of faith. That's pretty good. I think I'm gonna take forced labor though. Really increases the production. I think I'm gonna grab 28 food. So good. I'm gonna grab that next though. It's gonna take 8 turns. Like, there's just so much it's taking forever. Let's go play this turn. We gotta throw down a city. And if we do want to really wait to the next era, like to get that city, it's because we want to throw down our specialty district. And we have now we make a little wonder. Plus 20 stability, giving us 100 fame. Extracts any luxury resource from the deposit it is built on. Okay, not that good. Lots of stability, minus 25% district industry cost. That's pretty good. Lots of faith, health regeneration on units, food, per core religion estates. Lots of stability, plus 5 food on the capital of empires following the same religion. Interesting.
I'm on it.
You know, I think it's just debatable if we want to move on to the next era so soon. I think we don't. Still, I think we want to do at least one more turn to see what's going on. All right, so tenants. We get to issue gluttony, plus 5 per luxury resource deposit. We do have a lot of luxury resource deposits. Oh, on river, we have a lot of rivers. Not so many mountains. Okay, seek wisdom on strategic resources. We don't have a ton. Lots of forest, coastal water, and like we do have a decent amount of coastal water, but we're not using it. I think I'm gonna take this. Just a lot of stability. We don't have enough to form another city, or to form a city still. Especially if we put out an outpost. Wheel. I want to get our roads in. Cost of enacting civic. That's not bad. We're getting close to the end of this first era. A lot of population gain, which is really good. So it still costs 510 influence to turn into a city. You'd have to wait 4 turns just for it to turn into a city. And then we'd have to wait a few turns to build our canal district anyways. Yeah. Canal is good, but I think we just go to the next era. We probably wasted more time than we should have. It's all just a learning experience. So I think we just throw down our outposts where we want them. Instead, let's go to the next era here. The Axumites. Focusing on trade, plus 2 money on the tile, producing money. Okay, that's not terrible. The Greeks, we could focus on science, plus 2 research per research on city or outpost. We get amphitheatron, plus 1 influence per era. Plus 1 or plus 3 science per era. That's good. Plus 2 science per adjacent district. Counts as a research quarter. Hoplites are good too. Carthinian, we could start focusing on some coastal buildings. Get some district fortification, 25% on all constructible buyouts, plus 3 industry per adjacent coastal water, plus 2 industry per adjacent lake. So it would give us some industry. And they get war against the Celts. Focus even more on food, plus 3 per number of attached territories, plus 3 food per number of attached territories. Okay, plus 3 faith. That would help us get some faith and food. That's not bad. The Huns, not really helpful. Yeah, none of these are very helpful. The Marians give us some faith, stability, and science. The Stupa gives us influence, plus 2 faith, plus 3 science, plus 2 influence per adjacent district. They're pretty good. The Maya are, oops, go back. Plus 2 industry per workers on city or outpost. Plus 3 industry per number of attached territories. That's plus 4 industry per adjacent makers' quarters. So theoretically, you want to build these and then put a bunch of makers' quarters around them. That's pretty good. Plus 2 city cap. Whoa. We build a lot of cities. Plus 5 money. I don't really like that. The Romans are great. You can just take the Harapans and transcend. Never done that. I think the Greeks would be really fun. I haven't tried them. And yeah, basically we could focus a bit on getting our science up, and plus 2 science per adjacent district means over time we'll be able to add a lot of these. That looks great. Let's just claim these every region we can, and we'll turn them into cities later. Wow, that's good. Yeah, let's go. Let's actually go do that. Let's go claim. If we claim this territory, we kind of have blocked them, which is nice. The territory itself's only okay. I guess we should claim it. 15-5. Okay. Let's go here. 3, 14, 4, 14, 3, 10, 8, 9, 11, 13, 6. There's a lot more lumber. Two more outposts going in. Very nice. This will build up our capital. This region's already been claimed, unfortunately, by these guys.
Over this way.
45-0. We could take them. Just wouldn't that turn it into a city, though? I think it would. I don't want to do that yet. Let's move east. And instead, we want to save up and turn probably this into a city or this. One of these 3 tiles. There's 3 regions. With that, also, we still have some influence left over. I kind of want to come and grab a few of these. That cost influence, but you can't do the equivalent here. Ooh, we could build this. Stone rings. Let's pump out the lumber yard. And get the stoneworks out. Once we do that, yeah, we're going to put some makers' quarters around here. Nice. Lots to build in this city. That's so cheap. Might as well build all of these. Build a harbor. Interesting. That's not what we want to do. 37. Silver stars, very nice.
New ideas lead to new strategies, and I'm sure the Greeks will spend time arguing the merits of them all.
See our Greek architecture take over. The Harappans. Looking good. Also never got to beat the Greeks. Yeah, just beat us to it. As the Greeks, you reach class layer, go to Empire screen. Okay. Very good, Palpatine. Looks almost like a young. Like, I said it's at the oldest age. It almost looks like a young Palpatine. You know, maybe it's the Greek armor. All right. So we have a few things to build here, and then we need to build our unique districts pretty much as soon as we can. I wish I never got to where I would have liked it to be. Let's let these get finished, and then we'll build the Theatron. Some great places to put that in. I want it to be able to be near other districts, though, so it's debatable if that's actually the speed. Same kind of thing here. Since we advance to the next era, I guess this is just takes longer to build. Yeah, 8 science. More science we go. We got this, or maybe it's because we're adding more.
Let's go.
26, 4, 25, 8. Let's go do that. Good region acclaim. This one is as well. There's a powerful bear there, which I really don't want to fight, though I do want to claim this region. I just have a wonder. If we did want to claim it. 14-4, 15-2, yeah, kind of up here probably makes the most sense. 19-2. And the region itself is kind of unless it's combined with this one.
Off we
Now,
go.
we actually would win this ransom.
No fear.
Let's bring this guy forward as well.
Over this way.
It's not quite an outpost yet. I could attach this, so it has built everything we wanted. And our stability is pretty high, so let's do that. This city, Mohenjo-Daro, is all this. Also, let's rename our cities real fast. I believe this. Let's see, Naboo. Actually, it's I think it's something like that. Coruscant? I'm probably spelling that wrong. Check, because I don't know. Yes, turns out I am dumb. C-O-R-U. There we go. Although, we actually want to turn this into our capital, so let's actually rename this to Coruscant. And then let's change this to be Hoth, since it's down in this, it's also cold. Down here in the southern hemisphere. Would not have been bad to be a builder this era. Would have been a good strategy. Get our production up. Want to kind of pump out a lot of these things. So we don't pump that out anymore. We're able to ransack that. That's good.
Right.
610. 15-8. That's probably the best place. Take 3 turns to create. Oh. These are aggressive enemies. We would lose this fight pretty terribly, so we want to... And here they are peaceful, so that's good. Let's go on this side. So we saw that bear over here. Scientist. What's our ability here? If we go to Croissant, cities and collective minds, but all the industry and money are converted into science and will last for at least 5 turns. Oh, okay, that's kind of good, but also means you're not building anything.
Speak and make it quick.
Trade everything because they're our vassal. They don't seem to like us, though.
Sovereign, how can I help you?
I think we can undertake a common venture. Do you agree?
Great things. This will lead to
They like that. That's good. We're boxing them in while also kind of making them. That's good. Lucy seems to like to trade. She's the Nubians. All right, we got an outpost put in place here. Let's go claim. Let's go ransack this.
All together.
Follow me.
Yeah, we were gonna go put an outpost in right there. Weren't we? This is Avaris. That's who we were afraid of.
Over this way.
Oh. We're in trouble there now. Don't have much of a military. Something to be aware of for sure. Let's finish these stoneworks. Just put those out. I'd like to throw something like this down. It's gonna give us production. It's gonna give us gold. This is gonna give us a lot of food. Not that much. This is gonna give us science. Throw a maker's core, that's plus 15. If we put this down, that's a plus 8, that's a plus 12. Science, that's really good. Gets us a lot of production here. We can move out this way.
I can say nothing that Chuan Ju didn't already say much better.
Deed accomplished. Very nice. If we can cross, we can go settle that. There must be 2 continents. There's 3 people on this one. I bet there's just one place with 1 continent. Hoth, what should we build here? Our stability is high, so we want to really kind of get a bunch of these out. 26 food, it seems really good. It'll take a little while to build that harbor, but then I think we do need to get district. Again, we are kind of in trouble here. If we can get away, or potentially just bring this unit in, maybe we can win that fight. The same thing as we did in this unit forward. I want to fight this bear though.
Let's go.
I guess 3 to 1 is pretty decent numbers. Fate of the free cities, independent people. Let's take a look at these details here. We have a lot of influence, not enough actually, so we could. I've never really been able to figure out how to use those effectively. Let's take a look at our tech tree here. Organized warfare would let us start having reinforcements. This lets us get boats as well as start crossing the oceans. I'll take a writing, I think. Writing makes the most sense since we are the Greeks. I want to start focusing a bit more on science. See where they're going. I'm probably going to try and claim some territories down here. Careful. Let's fight a manual battle here. Let's also...
Follow me. All right.
Nice.
Come over here.
Attack into our dense terrain here.
Come on!
Slower movement, that is very nice.
Over this way. Will do. Follow me.
Down that outpost here. Actually a very good place for a city. So is this place up here. We still don't have the influence to turn one into a city. Say we're trying to save up or not. We're just trying to claim all the territory. All the land in this entire continent, essentially. Although Hoth probably should attach some of these places. In fact, if we come here, before I do that, we should use the influence because we're getting this so much cheaper. Right. And then we could even throw down a harbor. Somewhere like this.
You have built a first harbour to construct and launch the vessels of the Empire. Time to stock up on champagne bottles.
We need influence to attach it, but we can do that next turn. He's in trouble. But
Come over here.
we can, I think, maybe support him this way. 60 to 39 is not the best trade. Let's see what else. Maybe we could come up here and retreat. Actually, he can't quite get us, can he?
We'll stay here.
Because... yeah, you'd have to come around, so yeah, that's fine. Alright, Coruscant, our future capital. Could build another one of these. Built a lot of things. We could throw down this. We could get more food. Farmers' quarters. This would be nice. Of course, industry for copper, because we do have copper here. Up here. I'd like to get this. Plus 13 science. I'd also like to get this plus 15 production. To really get the production up while we can, I'm going to probably pump this in maybe right here. There's not bad. Let's end They're afraid. Attitude change. This part now feels differently about you. They are afraid. Let's, in one turn, we can throw some new Alright, let's go into this combat here. I think I'm going to do an instant res. We do have the most power. We're going to lose units, though. It's a draw. Just lost like 4 hunters. You never know how that's going to work, but it's not the end of the world. Let's go claim this outpost.
Yes.
Need 85 influence. We're going to have to wait a turn. We're probably going to want to put it right around.
Off we go.
That's my guess.
Debate and discussion are not the pastimes of the idle, but the actions of thinkers and movers who will touch every aspect of civilization.
Interesting. Maya, the Egyptians went to the Maya, so they went from builder to builder. 23-7, that is really good. 21-6. It is pretty solid. 22-6. take 4 turns, and then I think we kind of do want to save up a lot of outposts. I think all the territory has been claimed except these 2. And we have this city. We need to get a city over here. I think we want to save up to turn either the one we just made into a city, this into a city, or this. And I think we want this. It's probably very defensible. And with that, I think we could go here, plus 1 city cap. Maybe we want 2 cities, actually. Hydrology, let's take that, actually. With its plus 2 city cap, what cities would we...
A dark day, if I may say so, now that you are no longer one of the 3 most renowned empires.
Not? Oh, we are. We're on first, though. It's actually kind of surprising. Alright, so we have a city here, city here. If we get another city cap, we can probably turn maybe this into a city, or this. We should claim all of this, and maybe we turn this into a city. It's another terrible spot. Does have a wonder, after all. What can we
To
demand?
what do I
What can
owe the
people
pleasure?
under the industrial Nubians give Khmer? Okay, so if we take a look at this. This should be a great roll. Pressing my people. Now the only problem with this is we really have no troops. If we
I
demand it,
accept your demand, but will prevail in spite of it.
Thank you.
give it to us. Okay, obsidian. We already have 2 of them, plus 4 industry, plus 8 stability. Yeah, we'll buy that.
You have created your first trade link. Commerce is how empires have always shared goods, resources, and tall tales.
Alright, so I almost want to turn this into the city now. I think. It's very well positioned. Then we just claim these regions. And then maybe we turn this into a city. So bad for the AI. We're taking them out. We don't have this region, do we? We need to claim this region.
Of course.
Alright, Coruscant. We completed the Maker's Quarter. It's plus a 9 now. I think we should grab this. Plus 13, plus 4. Doesn't it get plus 2 per adjacent district? What other districts are here? Just the one. 14 4. We lose some food and some production. It's a better place though. I also want to eventually connect these. Have this all walled. Definitely don't want to sacrifice our population. Oh, violence halted. Pretty much have this entire southern continent. We have to figure out what we want to do with the Norchico and these guys who are aggressive. We need to build up a military eventually. Four, 5, 16, 10, 10. 615. That claims it. So now we just need to save up for cities. Alright, so we could build one of these, the stone rings. Not a bad idea, although we kind of want to grab this. Most ideal. Has to be food in the harbor. Look at all that food from the harbor. We don't even have the public fountain. We don't need it though. other hand, we could get a maker's quarter plus 6. Well, we're probably gonna have a lot of districts over here eventually. Let's throw that in. Let's pump out the gold. You get another maker's quarter. Throw food in plus 15. That's not bad. Get a maker's quarter here. I really want to put the maker's quarter there. 2 maker's quarters in a row is not bad. I think we actually stop there. Let's see what happens. I'd like to attach this. I'd also like to pump this in here. Are going to undoubtedly put districts over here, so this actually makes a lot of sense. Actually, this makes sense too, because we'll probably put some market deployers over here. Let's do it right there, then. Lot to build. Flooded lands. We're gonna protect, I think. We have the gold. I think it's worth it. I could play this game for days. It's so much fun. All right. I want to attach a couple of these to help Hoth grow. Coruscant's going to complete this, and we kind of want to put them in each of its regions, I think. Hoth, let's attach here for 180. Or alternatively, we could just continue to save up for those cities. That's probably the right thing to do. In fact, I'd say it's either that or we spend our influence on that, especially if we're going to be putting cities in. For example, if we're going to put a city in here, we're going to harbor down. Makes a lot of sense. You must have this. Yeah, it's solid. I'll get all these in, I guess. I get so cheap. Now at this point, it's just we need to defend them, make sure they don't fall. This is the one that's most at risk. We're going to send our units there. Excuse me. We also take this view too and see our districts. Sold, okay. I believe all of this is claimed. Yes. This region? Yeah, let's just put them right there. You guys are all kind of locked in, but they are our vassal, which is nice. It was an early war that worked out very well for us. Coruscant, okay. Completed this. I think we want to build them pretty much everywhere we can. This plus 13.4 is good. Down. Yeah, the last place to build it is somewhere over here. I think we just gotta do that. Increases our science. We're gonna put these guys to sleep. We have influence. Let's see. Is there anywhere that we need to? All of these essentially places finished. This region hasn't been settled. This is one region. Okay, let's grab these guys. And interesting. I don't know where the best place to put it would be. It's kind of an interesting territory. Just down here, though. Converted. Yeah, those places are great, but at least we claim the territory. Alright, we get another tenant. Stability has been great. +5 science on a research quarter. +1 maximum number of holy sites. That's really good. We do have research quarters because we are the Greeks. No. Food on harbor. Fair enough, false witness. Flooded land is bountiful on Curacao. +50. Very good. I like that. Run again. Hydrology has been researched. We now can get this. Even more importantly, we can get a 2 from forever. Let's do this. Scouts. Veteran scout. A lot of gold. We have a lot of infrastructures we can really throw down in Curacao, which will be very beneficial, specifically the artificial reservoirs. A +2 industry on river is great. All of these, I think, are just like we need to get them. About that amphitheater. So they put a bunch of gold in the Curacao as much as we can. Let's throw down an outpost. 810. That's probably as good as it gets. In this region, which is kind of a struggling region. Let's grab philosophy so we can. No, actually, it's not. Let's come back and grab architect warfare. And then we will grab philosophy and start getting ready to make our 2 cities. The unknown feel differently. Wonder can be claimed. Okay, we could actually start building a wonder. You have a lot of influence. At cost. Influence, I believe. They completely claimed that. Your incense extractor. Okay, that's great. Statue of Zeus. For alliance. 1 science per district on city or outpost. Militia are not lost over time during sieges. I think we'd want either this or just go for the pyramids of Giza. So if I click this, it'll yeah, 250 influence is pretty rough. If we're trying to form a city, right? So we can look here. We want to turn this into a city. And maybe we do. 510. We want to do that before we start claiming wonders. What's a lot of influence? You still want to. Oh, that's good. Roads help them move even further. Very nice. Very nice. Now I believe all the lands are claimed. On our continent here. And we can just pump out this amphitheater, buy it out. And we'll work on artificial reservoirs. Pressing matters. Press freedom. -1% cost on canceling civic, on enacting civic. Prevents any empire revolution. Ooh, that's really good. Although I don't think we need any of that yet. And what's the other one we could do? 2 independent people, so it's already late. Turn. Just 1 more turn. Organized warfare research, economic reinforcements, and start creating some trade ramps. Just city sieges. Trade expeditions would be nice. I want to grab philosophy. Science is awesome. You almost no military, which is I think going to be not possible in harder difficulties. And right now we're doing a little bit of a turn mashing. Guardian Star earned. Okay. Kind of want to get a fleet too, so we can go explore and meet people. Also want to get an army to conquer these. Maybe these could be our 2 cities, actually. I don't want that. We're at 525, so now we can decide which of these we want to have a city. Here makes a lot of sense. It's got 2 luxury resources. It's got some rivers. It can be worked. We need to build some districts. This is similar. Whichever one we get is going to be, adopting a couple of the ones nearby. The benefit of this one is that it does have coastline. It already has a harbor. I think we turn this into a city. Okay, cool. Can we? Athenae. So Athens, but in Greek. That's pretty cool. And Athens. It was also very, very cool. And it probably does make the most sense to put that here. And we put a lot of districts around it. That doesn't make any sense. We also could use a lot of these infrastructures. Athens. Maybe Camino. It's our first city. We'll be putting probably another city somewhere in here. Maybe actually right here makes a lot of sense. These units are just going to have kind of sentry defend against this nation. Knowledge authorities, okay. 50, it only costs, well, we only have 2 influence. That makes way more sense. That's pretty good. That's pretty good too. I'm not going to do anything with it though.
Debate and discussion are
Shows
not the
Nubian's reach.
pastimes of the idle, but the actions of thinkers and movers who will touch every aspect of civilization.
Research quarter, school. Nubian's research class. Okay, that's a good choice. They are definitely going full commerce. The first calendar, the ancient calendar heralded a glorious day in the empire's history, now with 2 major cities and numerous. We have 3. Thank you. Solar. Traditions. Take solar. Learning. We are the Greeks right now, so it makes sense. I think sailing makes sense. Sailing army. We could give you hoplites. Should be fun. So I want to do that, mostly for fun. Let's pump that out. We'll be increasing the food here in this city. We have a decent amount of influence and a high amount of stability here. This would also cost 180 to attach. If we come here to Camino, we can attach. Just cheap. Plus 22. 119 influence. Let's make sure we have upgraded everything. This hasn't been upgraded. Actually, do we have this region? Yes, we do. Okay, so we've claimed that. I have enough influence to throw one down there. What they're doing with this little scout hunting party, but we don't have this. We have a lot of resources here. We should actually do. Getting a lot of influence, which is really nice. Okay, that's pretty much everything, I think. It's pretty much improved. We save up our influence again to put in another city. Wanted it. Maybe this makes the best city. This isn't bad. I think this one either does. Never research. Okay, our science is just flying. Let's go to sailing. Hoplite to be pretty nice. On a normal map, it feels like not like 3 people on this continent. It just hasn't. It's very tight. I must want it to be more contested. The goal is finish the watermill and the forge. We don't have to finish the pottery workshop yet. Sailing has been researched. A new wonder can be claimed, or we save up for the 4th city. I think that's what we want. Now we could pump out a stone rings faith site. We could also throw down an iron mine. Very nice. These are all connected now. If we were to build those palisades, we'd get walls all around. Which is tempting. It's not a bad idea. School. This one signs on research quarters, producing a research quarter. Okay, it's not bad. We could also start getting hoplites, anti-cavalry. Grants additional combat strength for each unit with the phalanx ability adjacent to this unit. Okay. So that'd be pretty cool to get a few of those. We do have a high population. 16 food is not bad by any means. We'd also want to start building the fleet. To move out of here. Plus 6 gold is good. We do want a market quarter here, actually. We can probably build this right around there. Trade expeditions make sense. Toth working on another one of those.
With 5 research quarters dedicated to science, one wonders what will run out first, food or pens and paper?
That's a good point. Okay, population gain. Very, very nice. We have an event, Myths and Monsters. The Empire's reputation as an oasis of learning and knowledge grows. Together with the reigning peace, philosophers from faraway lands flock to your cities to exchange ideas. One has studied that great fiery visitor in the heavens that rises and sets without fail every day. They have proven the sun is an orb of vast distance from our world and not a celestial god. Should you open your people's eyes to these new vistas? Enlightening learning on 3 cities. Fanatical. It's 25% faith. Let's take enlighten. Don't mind attaching, but we are close to making a 3rd city. We don't want to buy that resource. I want to make this the city. It would take 1,060. Actually, we need to save up for a decent amount longer to get that 4th city. That's too bad. Still recommends. Oh, we're still working on that. Okay. If we build this though, build this over here on the coast. We have Hoth contribute. Another tenant already. Develop the intellect plus 20 science per alliance. Plus 1 land movement speed. Plus 15 industry on main plaza. That is great. For a number of trade routes on city or outpost. You want to take challenge orthodoxy. Oh, we are going to a new era already. Okay, hold on. Remind me later. We did finish building all those improvements here in these cities, but we haven't finished here. Okay, now we do. Let's want to spend 7 turns. Yeah, 17 seconds. kind of want to go. Maybe let's do before I save and go to the next era. I want to go a couple turns here. So I remember to finish that first. Trade expeditions, very nice. We can start getting ships, but we need a good harbor, which we do have here. Boarding vessel. We can also send our scouts, I think, across the ocean. Maybe. Build Destitute in Coruscant. Filthy masses of decrepit slums of populace of Coruscant. The citizens are falling sick. And your prayers aren't being answered by the gods. Many streets reek of urine where citizens take a convenient tinkle. While suspects of human race send their putrid stench across half the city, it is time to invest in sanitary measures. Destitute, -5 money. Diseased, -5. Let's take that. Cheap, actually, relatively speaking. I don't know. I think it's one time to claim a wonder, but I still want to save up for that fourth city and then we'll claim a wonder. Can't buy that quite yet. So, fortifications could be good. What gets us the, that's another city cap. This is the relocate capital. So we can do conquest. Real power. Now we can buy that out. Now, I think, way to get our fourth city, we are good to move on. Now we could transcend. We could take. I think we want to go either builder here or merchant. Now, or there's actually an argument for I think coastal, but I guess there isn't really. Onions +5 money per number of accesses to luxury resources. +5 money per number of access to strategic resources. That is really good. +1 money per number of trade routes. +5 money. +3 money per adjacent market quarter. Oh, that's good. Focus on money this era. Ranks. +10% influence. And we don't really need that. +5% money per alliance. That's not very good. +2 faith. Nah. Khmer. +3 industry on Maker's Quarter. That's pretty solid. Population. We do have pretty good population. Teutons. +1 money per state religion follower. Okay, not bad. Their knights are, I think, are really solid. Mongols don't really help us at all. The English would not be bad. +7 food per number of attached territories on city or outpost. That's pretty good. Dogwomen are great for defense. +5% science per alliance. And we don't really have any alliances. Norsemen. It's a naval unit, but we don't really have. I think I want to take Ghanaians. I think that's going to be really, really strong. Love that, by the way. Looking more like Emperor Palpatine right there.
Wisdom and technical innovation from earlier eras bring humankind new knowledge, and we immediately use it to find new ways to kill each other off. Greater empires build more powerful armies, but brute strength may be defeated by superior innovations. It is brains versus brawn, with ever richer cities as tempting spoils for the victor. Brute strength and innovation? How about trade, travel, and a lifestyle supported by tolls? I'd say the Ghanaians were onto a good thing.
Updates to our infrastructure. Very nice. Alright, so we're gonna complete that in one turn actually. That's pretty great. Grant freedom. We're never gonna do that.
Did anyone
So,
ever tell you how
grant
ugly
freedom.
you are?
Refused.
I relinquish my request.
You wanted freedom. Not gonna happen. You might want to get some units though because of that. They have some spearmen, some scouts. It might be worth getting some hoplites. 15 gold. That's good. Okay, so before we end the turn, actually, you know what? Oh, I will just end the turn. There's a lot of things we could do. I want to focus a bit on some of the gold here. Getting this, and then probably some of these infrastructures. But getting some units out might be worth it. We will be able to probably make our full city very soon. We could be trying to pull off some attack here. In case of that, I'm going to upgrade this in case we forget. Everything should be done. So this is a great place to end the episode. Probably went way too long, but again, I'm having too much fun. So thanks for being here. Thanks for watching. Let me know what you think, and I will see you in the next one.